So, hi there, my name is Charlie Willis and I work for Change 100, and Change 100 is part of Leonard Cheshire. Change 100 is paid summer work for disabled students and recent graduates with any long-term condition. It's 3 months long, and we really work with people to help them identify the adjustments that they need and the barriers that they experience. And we recognise that a lot of different people experience very different barriers, and that actually the adjustments that you require and the adjustments that you're asking for may be very individual. We work with over 80 different employers in kind of corporate sectors, third sector, first sector, public sector, that kind of thing. And we're really kind of working with those employers as well as working with the interns to encourage that kind of culture shift and culture change around or towards a kind of more acceptance of disability and a more proactive approach to when we're thinking about barriers and adjustments and supporting staff. For those interns that need it, we encourage them to apply to Access to Work. And Access to Work is a government scheme that can kind of pay for some of the adjustments that you need, especially if they're expensive. So, for example, chairs or mice, or even kind of training and mentoring as well. Or in my case, I get taxi support to the office. I think one thing that really excites me about Change 100 is how much the applicants, but also, all the way through to the interns, they really change and they really transform in terms of their confidence. And actually, by having more inclusive assessment centres, which we're extremely proud of, we can really kind of encourage people to take the chances that they may not have taken before. And I think one thing that I would really say to a disabled student or a recent graduate that is worried about kind of disclosing or sharing about their disability, I think you can be in control of how you frame it, but also the sooner that people know the barriers that you experience, the sooner people can really support you. And I think you can kind of have pride and ownership of your disability and of your condition once you kind of understand it and can explain it. And I'm a huge believer as a disabled person myself that disabled people are masters of our own experience. And I think that that's really the kind of key takeaway here. And any employer will be extremely grateful to have you and the skills that you've gained, not only through your studies and through your kind of life, but also the skills that you've gained from having a disability. I would really encourage you to look at Change 100 and think about applying. We have a really simple application process. It's 5 questions of 200 words each assessing a different competency. There's plenty of webinars on our website, and there's resources as well if you're wondering about the kind of eligibility criteria as well. And I look forward to receiving your application. I also think one last thing is this idea of pride and disability confidence. And I know that disability confidence is very difficult to come by when you've kind of been ground down a little bit by the way that society treats disabled people. But I think that, self-belief and self-confidence is ultimately resistance as well. But yeah, check out Change 100. Good luck in your careers. Have fun kind of finding that first job, and it'll be okay. Thanks.